What's up, everybody? Welcome back to York Reacts, and today we're going to jump into an awesome new trailer from Dead Island 2, and I'm excited for this if you can't tell, because I actually did animation for the Dead Island Riptide trailer, which came out quite a while ago, but man was that an experience. And stay tuned, I'm going to tell you about some of the stuff that I went through on the Dead Island Riptide trailer. I'm going to talk about some of that. I'm going to talk about a bunch of this stuff in this trailer. We're going to break it down. So break out the popcorn and let's do this, okay? So let's go. We got 3, 2, 1. Deep Silver, that's who we did it for. The trailer a long time ago. Okay, check it out. Santa Monica Pier. They're definitely in Hollywood. The graphics look really nice, by the way. Venice Beach. Venice Beach is a crazy area if you've never been there. It's wild. Or it can be.
Back. It's hammer time.
Yes. Oh my god. Holy.
Let's wait for the happy ending.
Jimmy?
Dude. Whoa. Oh. Jesus.
Humanity survival depends on the red gold pumping through my veins.
Well, sounds like you're the star of the show now.
This motherfucker.
Wow, yes, Crazy. Wow. Oh, brutal.
Oh, shit. Boom! God's a whiskey.
Wow.
I will not have this devil in my house.
Wow, that looks really good. Oh. This looks so brutal.
Gosh, this is beyond insane.
It's oh. Wow. Holy shit. That was intense. Cool. Wow. Okay, holy moly. First of all, that trailer was like action-packed, and you know what, one thing that I think a lot of people are going to appreciate, and they're going to probably put in the comments below, and that is that this game is not just, or this trailer is not just a pure cinematic where you don't get to see any gameplay whatsoever. This is a reveal gameplay. This is a trailer that's showing you all the different, you know, stuff in the game that you're going to be able to do, and it's really paid off, and it looks great. The editing looks really good, and, you know, props to the team over there. When I worked on the Dead Island Riptide trailer, that trailer took like 2 weeks, which sounds crazy. Like, in the amount of time, we only worked on the trailer for like 2 or 3 weeks. So to think that, and I wonder how long they worked on this and how many people. For the other trailer, the Dead Island Riptide, it was just me and this other guy. Literally, it was the two of us that did the trailer, and he did most of it. He did like all the like modeling and texturing and all the like. All I did was the animation, and so I'm really impressed by this trailer. It looks great. I wonder who's behind some of the shots and some of the animators, because some of them are really cool. Just let's play this here. Let's break down some of this juicy trailer. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this down just a tad. And we're going to let it play through a little slower here, so I can talk about some of it here. So, great to see the Santa Monica Pier. It's, you know, an iconic place. In California, if you've never been to the Santa Monica Pier, then you have to go. It's just a weird touristy area. Same with Venice Beach. You can meet some really interesting characters out there if you go down to Venice Beach and go for like a weekend. Like, if you go there just one day, you might not get to experience what Venice Beach really is. So go down and check it out for the weekend, or more than that. It looks cool. Now, one thing that I noticed in this trailer is that they're really showing off the grotesqueness of it, the brutality of you stabbing someone in the head. Like this scene right here, where he grabs this dude's head and literally rips the top of it off. This is gnarly. When I first saw this, I was just like, what? Because this is crazy. And look at him, he's trying to take a trying to take a sweat. Oh my god, I can't even say the word. Trying to take a smoke off the cigar. So sick. Oh, brutal. I love how they show the different scenes, how they go back and forth to them. It's really cool to see them in Hollywood, you know, because I used to live right there. I used to go to Venice Beach all the time. All these areas are very iconic for me. And it's cool to see that area in a different light with zombies everywhere and you run around. I'm going to play the hell out of this game for sure. Because it just looks so brutal. Oh, that's a little much though. Stomping on someone's head. But in The Last of Us, they did stuff like that in different games, and it didn't make me cringe too much, you know, or make me queasy. Facial animation looks really good, and I like how right there, the dude was like, "This fucking guy." He's like, "This guy? What? This is the guy who's gonna come save the world and help us out." Ooh, brutal. Like that scene right there, that looks very iconic. Same with this. Same with this scene. That scene looks like straight out of Grand Theft Auto. Right, and watch this next scene coming up. Right here. That street, I swear to God, I've driven down that street probably 20 times. It's very, very, like I said, iconic, these areas that they're representing in the game. And it's really cool to see that because you're seeing a different version of that area with cops everywhere, explosions, and it's really cool. Oh, this looks cool. And you know what? They've done an incredible job on like the animation. The animation looks really good so far. I haven't seen anything that really like stood out to me that looked really bad, or it looks good. It's pretty cool. Like this scene is nuts. He runs out of bullets and just runs up and wrecks this guy in the face. Jesus. To me, what stood out the most is graphically. Graphically, this trailer looks really good. And I think a lot of this is all in-game, so props to the team over there. It looks really, really nice. This grandma lady coming up and shooting, her facial animation impressed me. I thought it looked really good. Wow. For some people, a game like this is not gonna be your cup of tea. Like a lot of people, they see a game like this, they go, "Oh God, ugh, I'd never play that. It's too much, too much." For me, it's okay. It's fun. And look, this dude comes down to this stuff. I really like this aspect of it. And I think they should have done it with a more elderly gentleman that's dressed a little differently. It would have sold it more, you know? But it's great. Just the idea of everything stopping and him coming down is perfect. Okay, so while we are on the note of Dead Island, I want to show off the Dead Island Riptide trailer really quick, show you some of the scenes that I worked on, and show you some of the complications that kind of went into it, because a lot of people who see this trailer, they don't know what went on, right? They didn't know that this was all done in like 2 or 3 weeks time, that I was up until 2 o'clock in the morning the night before trying to fix her lips. Like this is like crazy like scenario and scene. So let's go ahead and play this at normal speed so you can see it normally. And here we go. So the guy I worked with, it was called Rankowitz Studios, I want to say, Chris Rankowitz. This whole scene right here was all done by him. I didn't touch anything, no camera work, no nada. So that was all done by one guy. Pretty cool. And then this scene was done by me. At first it was mocapped, but we ended up changing it, and I ended up hand keying all this because the mocap didn't work. And so I had to do all this by hand, all this stuff. And this was all rushed, like all this job. I had to do all these subtle motions of wiping tears off this girl's face. All this subtle motion I had to do in such a short amount of time. It was hard to pull this trailer off. I had to animate all these zombies behind there. That was mocap. This part here, same thing. I had to hand animate all this stuff in such a short amount of time. And so some of this stuff I cringe at, but it's the best we could do. So some people don't realize that aspect of it sometimes, of the crunch and like this scene looks really weird for me. His arm coming through, and so right here, she says, "I love you." Okay, now the crappy part about this scene was that I did the animation on a character rig. The model of the character looked very different. Her lips were very thin, and they were very, I don't know how to say it. They were thin lips, okay? And then when we went, the night before, the animation was like completely rendered. and it goes into to the public and gets shown to the public, the model was changed. He updated the character so the lips were a lot bigger. And what happened was all my animations that I had done for like the past week or two, they turned out really weird looking because it changed the way it looked because of the lips. The lips were now shaped differently. And I went in there and and really noodled everything and made sure everything looked just right. And then once we changed the lips, it just looked bad. And there was like nothing we could do. It was like 24 hours before this was going out. And we ended up just like, I was trying to fix it, like I said, until like 2 in the morning or something. And I did the best I could. I sent it out, we rendered it out. And what was so funny is one of the first comments that came up on YouTube after posting this video, it said, "I rub you." And I just thought, no! Because she's supposed to say, "I love you." And I was really mad because it looked like she said, "I love you" before. But after the change of the character, it didn't look like that anymore. It looked all messed up and "I love you." And I just thought, oh! And I was really mad about that. And so I was really kind of stressed that all these people noticed it right away. But that's just the nature of the beast, and there's nothing you can do. A lot of times in these projects, you don't have enough time to do what you want to do or to make it look the best it can be. And a lot of people don't know that, right? They just see it live and they go, "Oh God, look at her, lips. Looks like she says I rub you." So anyway, I just wanted to share that quick story with you guys. Maybe you thought you'd find it interesting, and it's like a insight into how game development is done sometimes, and it's not always a pretty picture. Sometimes it's rushed and it's really not the way you want. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash like.
Smash.
And you know what to do. There's a big red button down there. If you haven't hit it yet, hit it. What are you doing, bro? And I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright?